Have you ever felt stuck, like you're living the same day over and over? Maybe you've tried to change, but nothing seems to work. Well, what if I told you that the key to transforming your life is already inside you? This isn't just another self-help trick. It's about understanding how your mind shapes your reality, and it comes from the groundbreaking work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. Dr. Joe Dispenza's ideas about change and self-forgiveness aren't just theories. They're tools that can completely change your life. Why? Because they get to the heart of how we create our future. Dispenza shows us that our thoughts and feelings aren't just reactions to the world around us. They're powerful forces that actually shape our reality. Think about it. How many times have you wanted to make a change in your life, but something held you back? Maybe it was fear or old habits or the voice in your head saying you're not good enough. Dispenza's work tackles these obstacles head-on. He teaches us that by changing our thoughts and forgiving ourselves, we can literally rewire our brains and create new possibilities. Now here's where things get really interesting. If you don't learn to forgive yourself and embrace change, you might find yourself stuck in a loop. It's like watching the same movie over and over, knowing how it ends, but feeling powerless to change the script. This is the trap many of us fall into. We carry around old hurts, regrets, and limiting beliefs. These become the lens through which we see the world, and they keep us from moving forward. But there's good news. If you master the ideas we're going to talk about, you can break free from this cycle. You can create the future you've always dreamed of. It's not about ignoring the past or pretending everything's perfect. It's about understanding how your mind works and using that knowledge to your advantage. Imagine waking up each day feeling excited about the possibilities ahead. Picture yourself letting go of old grudges and self-doubt and stepping into a version of yourself that's confident and full of potential. This isn't just positive thinking. It's about making real, lasting changes in your brain and your life. In this video, we're going to dive deep into Joe Dispenza's main ideas. We'll break them down in a way that's easy to understand and apply to your own life. You don't need a science degree or years of meditation practice to get started. These are tools anyone can use, starting right now. First, we'll explore Dispenza's views on change. Why is change so hard for most people? What's really going on in our brains when we try to break old habits? And most importantly, how can we make change easier and more lasting? Then we'll talk about self-forgiveness. This might sound simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools for personal growth. We'll look at why holding on to guilt and shame can hold us back, and how learning to forgive ourselves can open up new possibilities. We'll also dive into Dispenza's ideas about creating your future. This isn't about wishful thinking or just hoping for the best. It's about understanding the connection between your thoughts, your brain, and your reality. We'll explore practical ways to visualize and actually create the future you want. But this isn't just about theory. I want you to be able to put these ideas into practice right away. So I'll share a simple but powerful exercise from Dispenza's work. It's something you can do at home, starting today. This exercise can help you start rewiring your brain and shifting your perspective. Throughout the video, we'll use everyday examples to illustrate these concepts. The goal is to make these ideas feel real and applicable to your life. Whether you're dealing with a challenging relationship, trying to advance in your career, or just wanting to feel more fulfilled, these tools can help. I'll also share some personal stories and examples from people who've used Dispenza's methods. These real-life experiences show that change is possible, no matter where you're starting from. They're a reminder that we all face challenges, but we also all have the power to overcome them. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to start making meaningful changes in your life. You'll have practical tools for self-forgiveness and creating your future. Most importantly, you'll see that the power to change your life has been within you all along. So, are you ready to explore the transformative ideas of Joe Dispenza? Are you ready to learn how to master change and self-forgiveness and create a better future for yourself? Let's dive in and discover the incredible potential of your mind. Before we jump into the core ideas, let's take a moment to understand who Joe Dispenza is and why his work matters. Joe Dispenza isn't just another self-help guru. He's a scientist, a chiropractor, and a teacher who has dedicated his life to understanding how the human mind works. Dispenza's journey began with a personal crisis. In his 20s, he was in a serious accident that left him with a spinal injury. Doctors told him he needed surgery that might leave him with lifelong limitations. But Dispenza decided to take a different path. He used his understanding of the mind-body connection to heal himself without surgery. This experience sparked a lifelong quest to understand the power of the mind. Dispenza went on to study neuroscience, quantum physics, and meditation. He combined this scientific knowledge with spiritual insights to create a unique approach to personal transformation. What sets Dispenza apart is his ability to explain complex ideas in simple terms. He doesn't just tell people to think positive thoughts. He explains why our thoughts matter, how they affect our brains and bodies, and what we can do to change them. Dispenza's work has helped people around the world deal with everything from chronic pain to emotional trauma. He's written best-selling books, led workshops, and created courses that have reached millions. His ideas aren't just feel-good theories. They're backed by science and proven by countless personal success stories. So why should you care about Joe Dispenza's work? Well, if you've ever felt stuck in life, if you've ever wanted to make a change but didn't know how, or if you've ever wondered why you keep repeating the same patterns, Dispenza's ideas can help. First, Dispenza's work gives us hope. He shows us that change is possible no matter how long we've been stuck in old habits or beliefs. His own story of healing is a powerful example of what's possible when we tap into the power of our minds. Second, Dispenza provides a clear explanation of how our thoughts and emotions affect our lives. He doesn't just tell us to think positive. He explains how our thoughts create physical changes in our brains and bodies. This understanding can be incredibly empowering. It helps us see that we're not victims of our circumstances or our past. We have the power to shape our reality. Third, Dispenza offers practical tools for change. His work isn't just theory. It includes exercises and techniques that anyone can use to start making changes in their lives. These range from simple meditation practices to more advanced visualization techniques. Fourth, Dispenza's work bridges the gap between science and spirituality. For people who are skeptical of woo-woo ideas, Dispenza provides scientific explanations. For those who are spiritually inclined, he offers a deeper understanding of practices like meditation and visualization. Lastly, Dispenza's ideas can be applied to all areas of life. Whether you're dealing with health issues, relationship problems, career challenges, or just a general sense of dissatisfaction, his work offers insights and tools that can help. In essence, Joe Dispenza's work matters because it empowers us. It shows us that we're not passive observers of our lives, but active creators. It gives us the understanding and the tools to take charge of our thoughts, our emotions, and ultimately, our reality. As we dive deeper into Dispenza's ideas in the rest of this video, keep in mind that these aren't just interesting concepts. They're practical tools that have the potential to transform your life. Whether you're new to personal growth or you've been on this journey for a while, Dispenza's work offers fresh insights and powerful techniques for creating the life you want. Now that we understand who Joe Dispenza is and why his work matters, let's dive into one of his core ideas: the power of change. This isn't about surface-level changes like trying a new hairstyle or changing your daily routine. Dispenza talks about deep, lasting change that starts in your brain and ripples out to every aspect of your life. Dispenza explains that most of us live on autopilot. We wake up, go through our day, and go to sleep, often doing the same things in the same way we did yesterday and the day before. This isn't because we're lazy or don't want to change. It's because our brains are wired to follow familiar patterns. Think about it like this. Every time you have a thought or feeling or take an action, your brain creates a connection between neurons. The more you repeat that thought, feeling, or action, the stronger that connection becomes. Over time, these connections become like well-worn paths in your brain. Your thoughts and behaviors start to follow these paths automatically. This is why change can feel so hard. When you try to do something different, you're literally going against the grain of these established pathways in your brain. It's like trying to cut a new path through a dense forest instead of following the existing trail. But here's the good news. Your brain has an amazing ability called neuroplasticity. This means it can create new connections and pathways throughout your life. You're not stuck with the brain you have. You can rewire it. Dispenza teaches that by consistently thinking new thoughts, feeling new emotions, and taking new actions, we can create new neural pathways. Over time, these new pathways can become stronger than the old ones. This is how lasting change happens. Let's look at some everyday examples to make this clearer. Imagine you've always been shy in social situations. Your brain has strong pathways associated with feeling anxious around new people. But you decide you want to be more outgoing. At first, forcing yourself to talk to strangers might feel incredibly uncomfortable. Your brain is screaming at you to follow the old familiar path of staying quiet and avoiding eye contact. But each time you push through and have a positive interaction, you're creating a new, tiny pathway in your brain. If you keep doing this consistently, over time, being social will start to feel more natural. You might even start to enjoy it. This is because you've created new, strong pathways in your brain associated with positive social interactions. The same principle applies to any area of life. Maybe you want to become more organized or start exercising regularly or be more patient with your kids. Whatever the change, it starts with creating new pathways in your brain. Mindfulness. Start by becoming aware of your current thoughts and behaviors. Notice when you're falling into old patterns. This awareness is the first step to change. Visualization. Spend time each day visualizing yourself as the person you want to become. See yourself acting, thinking, and feeling in new ways. This helps create new neural pathways even before you take action in the real world. Small, consistent changes. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with small changes and do them consistently. Remember, it's repetition that strengthens new neural pathways. Emotional engagement. When you visualize or take new actions, really feel the positive emotions associated with the change. Emotion helps cement new pathways in the brain. Persistence. Change takes time. You might not see results immediately, but keep going. Every time you choose a new thought or action, you're rewiring your brain. Self-compassion. Be patient and kind to yourself. Change isn't always easy, and setbacks are normal. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend who's trying to make a change. Environment. Surround yourself with people and situations that support your desired changes. Your environment plays a big role in reinforcing new patterns. Remember, the key is consistency. It's better to make small changes every day than to make a big effort once in a while. Your brain responds to repetition. The more you practice new ways of thinking and being, the more natural they'll become. As you start to apply these ideas, you might be surprised at how quickly you start to see changes. It might be subtle at first. Maybe you feel a little calmer in situations that used to stress you out, or you find it a bit easier to stick to a new habit. These small shifts are signs that your brain is changing. Over time, these changes can add up to major transformations in your life. People who apply Dispenza's methods consistently often report significant improvements in their health, relationships, careers, and overall happiness. The power of change, as Dispenza teaches it, isn't about forcing yourself to be different. It's about understanding how your brain works and using that knowledge to your advantage. It's about creating new pathways that align with the person you want to be and the life you want to live. As we move forward in this video, we'll explore more of Dispenza's ideas and techniques. Each one builds on this fundamental understanding of how change happens in the brain. By the end, you'll have a toolkit of strategies for creating lasting change in your life. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to think a new thought, feel a new emotion, or take a new action. Each of these moments is a chance to rewire your brain and step into a new version of yourself. The power to change is always within you. Now that we've explored the power of change, let's dive into another crucial aspect of Joe Dispenza's teachings: self-forgiveness. This might sound simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools for personal growth and transformation. Dispenza explains that many of us carry around guilt, shame, and regret like heavy baggage. We replay past mistakes in our minds, beating ourselves up for things we can't change. This isn't just emotionally draining, it actually keeps us stuck in the past and prevents us from creating the future we want. According to Dispenza, when we hold on to these negative emotions about ourselves, we're reinforcing neural pathways associated with those old experiences. It's like we're constantly telling our brains, "This is who I am. I'm the person who made that mistake. I'm not good enough." And our brains, being the efficient machines they are, keep strengthening those pathways. But here's the thing. Those past experiences don't define who you are now or who you can become. Self-forgiveness is about recognizing this truth and choosing to let go of those old, limiting beliefs about yourself. Self-forgiveness isn't just about feeling better, although that's certainly a benefit. It's actually crucial for creating lasting change in your life. Here's why. It frees up mental energy. When you're constantly replaying past mistakes or holding on to guilt, you're using up a lot of mental and emotional energy. This leaves you with less energy to focus on creating the life you want. It allows for new possibilities. As long as you're defining yourself by past actions or mistakes, you're limiting what you believe is possible for your future. Self-forgiveness opens up space for new possibilities. It changes your brain. Remember how we talked about neural pathways? When you practice self-forgiveness, you're actually creating new, more positive pathways in your brain. You're rewiring your brain for self-compassion instead of self-criticism. It improves your relationships. When you're kinder to yourself, you tend to be kinder to others too. Self-forgiveness can lead to more compassionate and fulfilling relationships. It supports overall well-being. Holding on to guilt and shame can contribute to stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. Self-forgiveness can improve both your mental and physical health. Acknowledge your feelings. Start by recognizing and naming the emotions you're holding on to. Are you feeling guilt, shame, regret? Just naming these emotions can help you start to process them. Recognize your humanity. Remember that making mistakes is part of being human. Everyone messes up sometimes. Recognizing this can help you be more compassionate with yourself. Learn from the experience. Instead of just beating yourself up, ask what you can learn from the situation. How can you use this experience to grow and become a better person? Practice positive self-talk. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. If you catch yourself being overly critical, try to reframe your thoughts in a more compassionate way. Visualization exercise. Dispenza suggests visualizing yourself in the situation you feel bad about. Then, imagine yourself responding with compassion and understanding as you would to a good friend. Letter writing. Try writing a letter of forgiveness to yourself. Express understanding for why you acted as you did, and then extend forgiveness. Meditation. Regular meditation can help you create space between yourself and your thoughts, making it easier to let go of self-judgment. Remember, self-forgiveness is a process. It might not happen overnight, especially for deep-seated guilt or shame. But with consistent practice, you can learn to be kinder and more compassionate with yourself. As you practice self-forgiveness, you might notice changes in how you feel and how you interact with the world. You might feel lighter, more open to new experiences. You might find it easier to take risks or try new things because you're not as afraid of making mistakes. This ties directly back to Dispenza's ideas about change and creating your future. When you're not weighed down by past regrets and self-criticism, you're much more free to imagine and create the future you want. Now we come to one of the most exciting parts of Joe Dispenza's work, the idea that we can actively create our future. This isn't about predicting the future or just hoping for the best. It's about understanding the powerful connection between our thoughts, our brain, and our reality. Dispenza teaches that our thoughts and emotions aren't just reactions to the world around us. They're actually creative forces that shape our reality. This might sound a bit out there at first, but there's science behind it. Remember how we talked about neural pathways? Well, Dispenza explains that when we think a thought or feel an emotion, we're not just creating pathways in our brain. We're also sending signals to our body that can change our physical state. And when we change our internal state, we change how we interact with the world around us. For example, if you constantly think anxious thoughts, your body responds by producing stress hormones. This affects how you feel, how you behave, and how others respond to you. Over time, this can create a reality that matches your anxious thoughts. But the good news is, this works in the positive direction too. When you consistently think positive, empowering thoughts, you change your brain and body in ways that can lead to positive experiences and outcomes. Dispenza takes this idea even further. He suggests that by consistently focusing our thoughts and emotions on our desired future, we can actually increase the likelihood of that future happening. Here's how he breaks it down. Clarity of intention. Get clear about what you want your future to look like. The more specific you can be, the better. Elevated emotion. It's not enough to just think about your desired future. You need to feel the positive emotions associated with it as if it's already happened. Coherence. Align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desired future. This creates what Dispenza calls a coherent signal to the universe. Repetition. Consistently focus on your desired future, especially during meditation or visualization exercises. Surrender. Let go of trying to control exactly how your desired future will come about. Be open to unexpected opportunities. Say you want to advance in your career. If you constantly think thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never get promoted," you're likely to feel anxious and insecure at work. This might cause you to hold back from taking on new challenges or speaking up in meetings. As a result, you might be overlooked for opportunities, reinforcing your original negative beliefs. On the other hand, if you consistently visualize yourself succeeding in your career, feeling confident and capable, you're more likely to approach your work with enthusiasm. You might be more willing to take on new challenges or share your ideas. This could lead to new opportunities and successes, creating a positive feedback loop that aligns with your vision. This doesn't mean that just thinking positive thoughts guarantees success, but it does mean that our thoughts and emotions play a bigger role in shaping our reality than we might realize. Daily visualization. Set aside time each day to visualize your desired future in detail. Use all your senses to make it as real as possible. Elevate your emotions. During your visualization, really feel the positive emotions associated with your desired future. Feel the joy, excitement, or peace as if it's happening now. Meditation. Regular meditation can help you focus your mind and create the mental state conducive to visualizing your future. Vision board. Create a visual representation of your desired future. Look at it regularly to reinforce your vision. Affirmations. Use positive statements in the present tense to reinforce your vision. For example, "I am confident and successful in my career." Act as if. In your daily life, try to act as if your desired future is already happening. How would you carry yourself? How would you speak? Stay open. While it's good to have a clear vision, stay open to how it might unfold. Sometimes opportunities come in unexpected ways. Persistence. Creating your future is an ongoing process. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep focusing on your vision. Remember, the key is consistency. Just like creating new neural pathways, creating your future takes time and repetition. But with practice, you can become more deliberate in shaping your reality. As you apply these ideas, you might start to notice small changes at first. Maybe you feel more confident, or you start seeing opportunities you didn't notice before. These are signs that you're beginning to align your internal world with your desired future. Over time, as you continue to focus your thoughts and emotions on your vision, you might be surprised at how your external reality starts to shift. Opportunities might arise that align with your goals. You might find yourself making decisions that lead you closer to your desired future. This process of creating your future ties together everything we've discussed so far. It requires the willingness to change that we talked about in the first section. It involves forgiving yourself for past mistakes and letting go of limiting beliefs. And it's all built on the understanding that your thoughts and emotions have a powerful impact on your reality. As we move into the next section, we'll explore a practical exercise from Dispenza's work that can help you start putting these ideas into practice right away. Remember, creating your future isn't about magical thinking. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the future you want to create. Now that we've explored Joe Dispenza's key ideas, let's dive into a practical exercise you can start using right away. This exercise combines elements of meditation, visualization, and emotional engagement to help you start rewiring your brain for success. Dispenza calls this exercise the Creating Your Day meditation. It's designed to be done first thing in the morning, before you start your day. Here's how to do it. Find a quiet place. Choose a spot where you won't be disturbed for about 15-20 minutes. Get comfortable. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight. You can sit in a chair or on the floor, whichever feels better for you. Close your eyes and take deep breaths. Take a few deep breaths to help you relax and center yourself. Set your intention. Think about what you want to create in your day. This could be a specific goal, a feeling you want to cultivate, or a general state of being. Visualize your day. Imagine your day unfolding exactly as you'd like it to. See yourself going through your activities, interacting with people, and accomplishing your goals. Engage your emotions. As you visualize, really feel the positive emotions associated with your ideal day. Feel the satisfaction of accomplishing your goals, the joy of positive interactions, the calm of handling challenges with ease. Sense it in your body. Notice how these positive emotions feel in your body. Maybe you feel warmth in your chest or a lightness in your shoulders. Express gratitude. Before you end the meditation, take a moment to feel grateful for this day, as if it has already happened. Open your eyes and start your day. Carry the positive feelings from your meditation into your day. The key to this exercise is consistency. Try to do it every morning for at least 21 days. This is about the time it takes to start forming new neural pathways in your brain. Dispenza recommends doing this exercise daily, especially when you're first starting out. The more consistently you practice, the more you're reinforcing those new neural pathways we talked about earlier. However, don't get discouraged if you miss a day here and there. The important thing is to make it a regular part of your routine. Some people find it helpful to set a reminder on their phone or to link the practice to another daily habit, like having their morning coffee. As you get more comfortable with the exercise, you might find that you naturally start to extend it. Some people work up to 30 minutes or even an hour of meditation and visualization, but start where you are comfortable. Even 5-10 minutes a day can make a difference if you're consistent. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about creating a new habit of focusing your mind on what you want to create. Over time, you may find that this morning practice starts to influence how you think and feel throughout your day. To illustrate how powerful this practice can be, let me share a story about Sarah, a woman who used Dispenza's techniques to transform her life. Sarah was a marketing executive who felt stuck in her career. She'd been passed over for promotions several times and was starting to believe she just wasn't cut out for leadership roles. She was stressed, unhappy, and considering leaving her field altogether. Then Sarah discovered Joe Dispenza's work. She started doing the Creating Your Day meditation every morning. At first it felt awkward and she wasn't sure if it was doing anything. But she stuck with it. In her meditations, Sarah visualized herself confidently leading meetings, coming up with innovative ideas, and being recognized for her contributions. She imagined how it would feel to be offered a promotion and to know she deserved it. After a few weeks, Sarah noticed some changes. She felt more confident at work. She started speaking up more in meetings and volunteering for challenging projects. Her colleagues and superiors started to take notice. About 3 months into her daily practice, an opportunity arose for a leadership position in a new department. In the past, Sarah might have talked herself out of applying. But this time, she felt ready. She applied and got the job. Sarah credits her daily meditation practice with helping her change her self-image and create new opportunities. She says, "It wasn't just about visualizing success. It was about changing how I saw myself and how I showed up in the world every day." Of course, Sarah's story is just one example. People have used Dispenza's techniques to improve their health, relationships, creativity, and more. The key is to be consistent and to really engage your emotions in the process. As you start to practice this exercise, pay attention to small changes in your life. Maybe you feel a bit more confident, or you handle a stressful situation better than you would have before. These small shifts are signs that you're starting to rewire your brain. Remember, change doesn't always happen overnight, but with consistent practice, you can start to shape your reality in powerful ways. We've covered a lot of ground in this exploration of Joe Dispenza's ideas. We've talked about the power of change and how our brains can be rewired. We've discussed the importance of self-forgiveness in moving forward. And we've explored how we can actively create our future through our thoughts and emotions. At the heart of all these ideas is a simple but powerful truth. You have more control over your life and your future than you might think. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs aren't just reactions to the world around you. They're creative forces that shape your reality. This doesn't mean that change is always easy. Rewiring your brain and changing long-held patterns takes time and effort, but the potential rewards are enormous. By applying these ideas, you can transform not just your external circumstances, but your entire experience of life. Start small. Begin with the Creating Your Day meditation we discussed. Try it for just 5-10 minutes each morning for the next week. Be consistent. Remember, it's better to do a short meditation every day than a long one once in a while. Consistency is key in rewiring your brain. Pay attention. Notice any changes, no matter how small, in how you think, feel, or act throughout your day. Be patient and kind with yourself. Change takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see dramatic results right away. Every small step counts. Keep learning. This video is just an introduction to Dispenza's ideas. Consider reading one of his books or watching his lectures to deepen your understanding. Remember, you have the power to change your life. It starts with changing your mind. As Joe Dispenza says, you are the placebo. Your beliefs about what's possible for you have a powerful impact on what actually happens in your life. I hope this video has inspired you to start exploring the incredible potential of your mind. If you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. We'll be diving deeper into personal growth topics in future videos. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of Dispenza's techniques? What has your experience been? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights might inspire someone else on their journey. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Joe Dispenza's powerful ideas. Remember, the future you dream of begins in your mind. Start creating it today. In this journey through Joe Dispenza's transformative ideas, we've uncovered the extraordinary power that lies within each of us to shape our reality and create the future we desire. We've explored how change begins in the mind, with the rewiring of neural pathways through consistent thought and action. We've delved into the liberating practice of self-forgiveness, understanding how letting go of past regrets opens the door to new possibilities. And we've discovered the incredible potential we have to actively create our future through focused visualization and emotional engagement. The Creating Your Day meditation we've learned is more than just a morning routine. It's a powerful tool for reprogramming your mind and aligning your inner world with your outer reality. By consistently practicing this technique, you're not just starting your day on a positive note, you're literally reshaping your brain and, by extension, your life. Remember, the path to change isn't always smooth or quick. It requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. But with each small step, each moment of focused intention, you're moving closer to the version of yourself you want to become. Joe Dispenza's work reminds us that we are not passive observers in our lives, but active creators. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are not just reactions to our environment, they are the very tools we use to shape our reality. By harnessing the power of our minds, we can break free from limiting patterns, heal old wounds, and step into a future of our own design. As you move forward from here, carry with you the knowledge that change is always possible. Your past does not define your future. With every thought, every visualization, every moment of elevated emotion, you are creating your tomorrow. The power to transform your life lies within you, and it begins with changing your mind. So take that first step. Start your day with intention. Practice self-forgiveness. Visualize your desired future with vivid emotion. And watch as your inner transformation begins to manifest in your outer world. Your journey to a better future starts now, and it starts within. Embrace your power as the creator of your reality and step confidently into the life you've always dreamed of. The future is yours to create. Start shaping it today.